I was reaching off the wall July 4th to get my Martin off the wall, and my sound engineer of 7 years, who passed away of Hep C, willed me that guitar without telling me. And so it was very special to me. I named it Fred after him. And I was getting off the wall, and it just slipped. And it broke the headstock completely off. Yeah. And so I was really upset about it. I was like, it took a minute to sink in. I was like, did I just do that? Did that really happen? That just happened. And that's my only real good guitar. You know, I have a gut string guitar that I cannot play all the time because it's a whole different sound that Willie's bass player gave me. But I didn't have a good guitar. And so it's been in the shop since July, and Corey Morrow was nice enough to loan me one of his guitars so that I would have a nice one to play. So that's where I got his. I don't think he knew how hard I strummed, though. Because I'm probably going to give it back with a few scratches on it. I called him and warned him about it, too. I was like, you know, I'm going to probably scratch that thing up a little bit. So I turned my phone on. Can't do that. That's your pickup. So another thing that happened in July was my husband was at the hometown rodeo in Marble Falls, Texas. And he is your South Region saddle bronc champion for the last 5 years in a row. And that's what he does. That's his passion. And he's really good at saddle bronc. And he's won the UPRA and the CPRA, and he's in the PRCA. He won the college finals in the bull riding, and that's his life. That's who he is. And I call him Iron Man because half his face is titanium. It's not iron, I know. But, you know, that's what we call him. You can feel the screws around his eye socket. And his ankles, you know, have titanium. And now his neck has titanium because he broke his neck at the rodeo 2 weeks after I broke the neck off my guitar. And so we've been riding that roller coaster for the last however many months. But he is, I'm glad to report, happy to report that after millions of people praying for him, I feel like, he is back at work. He is walking, talking, breathing perfectly fine. So it's really a true miracle. And we visited with this vascular surgeon, and they said that his artery will never flow again. One of them was severed, and he passed a blood clot to his brain apparently in the arena. So he fell off, he broke his neck, and then he caught his breath, got up and walked out. When he did, he stumbled to the side, and that's when he was passing a blood clot and didn't know it. So I told him, I said, you have a purpose, and you better figure out what it is. You're here for a reason. I said, well, number one, I couldn't live without you, you know. I don't want to do life without you. And so I'm going to play a little rodeo song that I wrote with Django Walker, which I think if you haven't had him at one of your house concerts, you should definitely have him. He's Jerry Jeff Walker's son. Very talented songwriter and one of my good buddies. So here's a song we wrote together, and I told him it's probably the only time you'll ever put Honey Bun in a song.
Another 18-hour drive. No cold air in his old Bel Air, but he's still gonna ride. Calls his buddies on the phone, says this rodeo's done, 'cause I drew the one, so y'all can just stay home. And it's feet in the stirrups, hand on the rein. To be the toughest cowboy, you gotta be a little vain. Yeah, he's riding for the buckle, added money and the fame. He knows what's at stake. time he's pulling rank. Lights go out and the show is done. Get some coffee to go, a beef burrito and a honey bun. Didn't go quite as you planned. With the money he won, the bills will get done. After all, he's a family man. And it's feet in the stirrups, hand on the rein. To be the toughest cowboy, you've got to be a little vain. Yeah, he's riding for the buckle, adding money and the fame. He knows what's at stake every time he's pulling rank. Tonight he knows he let one get away, but tomorrow he'll be back in that shoot. He's gonna give it everything. And it's feet in the stirrups, hand on the rein. To be the toughest cowboy, you gotta be a little vain. Yeah, he's riding for the buckle, adding money and the fame. He knows what's at stake. Yeah, he knows what